traders. So let's talk about this movement here. Same thing, grab your notebook and write some stuff down to train your muscle memory. So what was happening here yesterday? So I'm gonna show you something interesting too. So yesterday we have, this movement here. So whole movement was 5.11%. That means this movement was 100%. But now, like, we have this, pullback here. So how we, realize if this pullback is solid or not? It's very simple actually. So what's the equilibrium? Equilibrium is 5 point. How much we gonna do? 4. Let's do 254. That's the equilibrium of that 100% movement. And now let's make a box here. Now we see the market structure was break above it, and what we see even more, market structure actually even respect those principles. What is just blowing my mind, to be honest, because it's just the equilibrium. The meaning equilibrium it's huge, but it's still playing. It's a thing in the forex market. What is awesome. So now the other thing is, because now okay, we break the structure upside, so now we're gonna have the pullback downside, and that's why we're gonna use the Fibonacci. But in that case, for me, I was using exactly the same principle for just you guys, because I want to show you something about the same thing, equilibrium, because now we know this movement looks solid. But how we can know this movement looks solid? Of course, the biggest one here is we have the rejection, and then we have the 618 retest. That's of course absolutely the biggest one. But I'm deep thinker, and you all know that. So what I'm gonna do exactly the same thing here. Like, I wanna know if this pullback movement is actually holding. So we're gonna do exactly the same thing. 2.8%. Where is equilibrium? Equilibrium is 2.4, 2.43, and this 2.44. And what you notice right now, exactly where is equilibrium? It is exactly the pattern structure. Exactly what was here, and this place exactly here. And now we see, how we first created, and now we have the rejection, and now after the rejection we have the 618 retest, and we're gonna just shoot higher. And what is the pattern here? That's the very beautiful pattern actually. What you're gonna see a lot when you are, and now we have the breaking structure here. So this structure here, and the structure of what was leading to the equilibrium was this one here. And as soon as when we break, now after the retest, when we break this one here was my entry, and the stop loss was last candlestick low, and my take profit is the same level where we get yesterday, rejected. So it's a very simple, like write those things down. But the thing is, don't just use those things as a confirmation. Those things are for supporting your thoughts. It's supporting your thoughts, because what we have, we have two level holders, and what we see here, we see here how we respect it, and now we see here how we respect it, and same time we disrespect. So what is the principle of the rejection low, break, retest, and going back now here? So now we see after that week we didn't break any more lows, but we break higher. That's mean this principle was disrespected, but the other side principle is, break it, retest, and going higher. What was happening here? You see, we have this break, retest, and going higher. So we respect the principle opposite sides. That's why I was waiting this pullback movement, and this pullback movement was actually solid if you're looking at the equilibrium of the movement here. And if you actually even look more closely in the future, you're gonna see those things. And now we have this pullback and going higher. Like this is so beautiful, you know. Oh, where is the structure? I deleted it. Okay, I deleted it. So basically, you know, it's the same structure. You know, like those things back in the days just blow my mind every single time. I hope you guys feel the same thing, you know, like it's the same structure, you know, exactly the same structure. It looks different, but if you're looking the insides, you know, underneath it, you see the same things, you know, like I throw it out right now, you know, those are 100% same structures, you know. And now we see the breaking structure. We have the 618 pullback. Same times we have the second retest of the rejection low, and now we break the structure, going higher, and now we break. And one more super interesting thing, what me as a deep thinker can do, but you know, I'm not recommended to do it because it needs, you know, it needs deep thinking. So basically the same thing, where was the structure break and my entry and the pattern break. What was after that happening? We have the structure break upside. So if we're going to use the Fibonacci right now, exactly the same place, where was my entry and this one, the breaking structure, what you see, this breaking structure was holding too nicely, you know. We respect the 618. I'm going to put this one like exactly here. Ooh, you know, now we know this new breaking structure is actually holding, and after that price is going nicely. We're gonna respect our psychology levels. Now we're gonna respect this one here. What is the principle? Break, retest, and going higher. We have the break here, we have the retest here. What was happening? We break higher again, and now we have to do just things and take profit. Is done. You know, those was my informations of yesterday evening, and today I was looking this one here, and it was accepting nicely, and it's a just beautiful move. If you look in those things, you know, little things here, details, it's just beautiful. Grab your sticky notebook and write all this stuff down, you know, because that's how you train your muscle memory. That's how you train your muscle memory. Because I don't have to use any of those arrows, any of this, you know. I'm already see when we have the breaking structure and it's holding, it's doing that, you know, it's not necessary anymore. And the same thing, you know, we have this equilibrium. The same time this equilibrium was exactly where was the, you know, this previous breaking pattern, you know, beautiful pattern here, and now we have the breaker structure, and this previous pattern was actually respecting here too, and this one here too, actually, you know, those both are nice, respected. So the principle is, you know, break higher, respect, break higher. We can have nicely the second retest, and after that we break higher, retest, and now market is going. And this one here is the bullish structure. A very beautiful trade. You know, absolutely beautiful. You know, super beautiful. So watch that video, take some notes, write every stuff down, you know, because it's necessary. Because soon as when you write some stuff down, then you're thinking with the information. You're gonna write your stuff down, your hand is moving, you're gonna see this information and even read it out loud. Then you're gonna hear the information. You know, it's a much stronger information if you're gonna read it, write it down, and you see it. And especially because when you're writing down, your hand is moving up and down exactly the same. You know, if you're doing the, you know, the same, if you right now, you know, make this pattern, if you do this, what's happening there? Neighbors are going crazy. If you're doing this pattern, you know, with your hands, you actually building a muscle memory. You know, do even like write this pattern right now down 100 times, and I bet you now next time if you're gonna see that, you're gonna feel it, because it's so strong in your memory, you know, like things you feel it. And same time, when your rejection low is exactly the same, you know, place, you have already double information here. You know, more information you're gathering, the better it is. Trust me, it is. Like here we have so many confirmations, you know, we was talking about loads of information to take that trade actually. It wasn't just one thing, you know, it was, and then we have like 10 information right now here. Yeah, and at the same time the trend line is holding nicely. Let's take a nice trend line here. Yeah, a little bit back. Yep, trend line is holding nicely. We have this, you know, this is, you know, exactly the same thing again. You know, exactly where the break and retest was exactly the same pattern, you know, like everything is just playing so beautifully together, you know. And going back to the trend line, you know, the same pattern was exactly the same place. Where was this ding 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 618 retest? Like, we have to realize those places, you know, it's all there, it's all there. We just have to open our eyes and see more, and that's what I'm actually trying to do here. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna finish today. If you have any questions, I'm super happy to answer those, and I'm gonna see you every single one tomorrow. Thank you and ciao.